Okay, there's a Chinese production that got a hold of maybe the film rights to Initial D. Do you know the 90s anime featuring a 1986 Toyota Corolla, affectionately called the AE86? Not a good film. No, they kind of compressed like all of season one into a 90-minute film, right? Sure, there's some great actors in there that I watched in Inferno Affair, which is a Chinese production of The Departed. Is that what it's called? More on Initial D. Yeah, and compressing season one into a 90-minute film featuring the Toyota Corolla, the AE86. Cool car, right? Pop-up headlights, 80s, very 80s, giving a black and white paint job. And it's a drift machine. It's just a small four-cylinder engine is just a demon going downhill and drifting. That's what the film is about. Like, if I wanted to watch a drift film, I'm watching Tokyo Drift, the Fast and Furious 3 film. Third one, amazing film, because I guess Van Diesel binged Initial D and was like, man, we should check out the Japanese drifting scene, right? And make a cool film. Actually, the Toyota Corolla is in there. The AE86 is in that film. They drift past it. That's how the main character makes his mark, because okay, you're trained up. It's time to make a big race and make a big appearance. We're gonna race one of the bad guys. His number is second in command, and this is gonna be we're gonna wager some cool cars. So the bad guy has the Toyota Corolla because he's the Drift King, and Drift King needs to have that Toyota Corolla. And it's in there. We don't see that car drift. I don't know why. It's too awesome. The anime is not that great either, but it didn't have to compress everything. What I like about the anime is they don't take too much. Sure, there's off time, daytime stuff. Then nighttime is the racing, and you slowly see, what the hell is his name? The kid who drives the Toyota get better along the way as he's racing more, as he gets more into the underground drifting scene in his hometown. As more people come around and like, hey, I was racing on this hill one night, and then this Toyota come out of nowhere and sped right past me. Then I tried to catch up to it, but I just couldn't. Who is that person? And they all stop at this one gas station and find that kid. Like, it's the only gas station in town. Oh, I guess what I didn't like about it is Takemi has a friend, a shorter, pudgier friend, who himself gets a Toyota Corolla, but it's a year or two older, but it doesn't have the pop-up headlights. Just because Takemi has one, right? He was comedic relief, but holy shit, they overused him, and the film doesn't, a lot of crappy parts, and this doesn't work. The Takemi character, this kid had like a heartbeat and was receptive and didn't seem like he was sleep deprived. In the anime, he's very sleep deprived and he hardly wants to talk to anybody and hardly speaks 2 sentences unless it's about his Toyota Corolla, and like, Dad, I learned this thing on the road. It's gonna get me. It's drifting past this one bend, and it's not even funny. His dad is like, oh yeah, I learned that like ages ago, son. But I'll tell you a different secret. If you do this and this, and it's pretty risky, but if you could pull it off, you come out amazing, right? Not a good film. No. I'd rather watch Tokyo Drift. Just because that's probably the best Fast and Furious film, and it's a lot of fun. This film is trying to replicate the anime. It's glossing over a lot of stuff, not focusing on the right things, and the soundtrack doesn't seem to know what it's doing. No. Initially, I had to watch it because I'm a fan. If you're a fan, you need to see it. Go right ahead. It was on Netflix. I'm like, oh man, I gotta see this movie. Because like a lot of fans of the film, I would love to own a Toyota Corolla AE86. Yeah, but not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Okay. I'm Morris Moosdale, Wolf behind the Odyssey, the Wolf disguises man. The Wolf is signing off. Next review.